All right, Shalom Yasharala. Before we get started, we will give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, back another video. Lord willing, this video is edifying to you brothers and you sisters out there. And the title of this video is called Revelation 13:11 through 18. Has nothing to do with the time of Nero. All right, and this is going to be a response to the elder Apostle Tahar's video. What shall I watch these? You can go watch these two videos right here. Must watch to the end. IOIC damage control and Revelation 13:11. Salakia. And Revelation 13:11 through 16 has absolutely nothing to do with the time of Nero. All right, and give me 1 second. All right, Salakia, I'm back. But yeah. He's going to a video where he's going to respond to IUIC, and Bishop Nate was going into Revelation, chapter 13, down, the mark of the beast and stuff like that. Salakia, the mark of the beast, and the elder Apostle Hars up there, he believes that it's damage control because he believes that which could be true. You got window shoppers that's looking at, other, Great Millstone's videos of the Mark of the Beast, and they're starting to question it. So and now they're going back and they're asking questions, they're murmuring among the congregation, So he's of the opinion, which he believes that which could be most likely is true. They that now he has to Bishop Nate has to keep going over this, because people are murmuring, they're watching other videos on the Mark of the Beast, and they're asking questions. So he went into you can go watch the video. He went into a article going into the time of Nero, and he's speaking about this coin that if you didn't have it, you couldn't buy and sell. Well, if that did happen, then, that happened, big deal, But that has nothing to do with the mark of the beast in Revelation 13 and 16, and then you could prove that by jumping up to the 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15 verses, which we'll go into, okay? So let's read it. Let's go to that. Revelation 13 and 11. All right, this is the beast from the earth. Okay, now read Revelation 13. It gives you in the first from 1 through 10. This is going into the Roman Empire, how he got his authority, and then he fell. That deadly wound was healed, which it came back through America through which the Renaissance, which Renaissance means rebirth. All right. Revelation 13 and 11. I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Okay, now this has two horns like a lamb. All right, those two horns are what? The two party systems, the Republican and the Democrat. Okay, and it said he had two horns like a lamb. A lamb is is I want to say docile, but they're a humble creature, and he spake as a dragon. Look at these these look how you want to what you want to call them, these people, these officials in Congress. Look how they act, what they say. They say they're gonna do this and that, but they don't do it at all. They do the complete opposite. They actually bring draconian laws. It says so I read again. I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon, which is America. Right, let's go to Daniel real fast. Okay. This is Daniel chapter 7. Right? When you get Daniel chapter 7, it goes into the four beasts, which is the Babylonian, the Medes, the Greeks, and then Rome. Right? So I'm gonna jump down to verse 7. And after this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast. This fourth beast is the Roman Empire, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. Now, how was it diverse? I'll show you. Let's get First Maccabees, chapter 8. All right. And I'm gonna jump down. I'm just going straight to the point. First Maccabees chapter 8 and 13, it says, also that whom they would help to a kingdom those reign, and whom again they displace. Finally, that they were greatly exalted. Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown. Or matter of fact, I gotta start up some more. I'm gonna start at 10. And they, it says, and that they, having knowledge thereof, sent against them a certain captain, and finding with them, slew many of them, and carried away captives their wives and their children, and spoiled them, and took possession of their lands, and pulled down their strongholds, and brought them to be their servants unto this day. It was told him besides how they destroyed and brought under their dominion all other kingdoms and isles that at any time resisted them. Talking about the Romans, but with their friends and such as relied upon them, they kept enmity, and they had conquered kingdoms both far and nigh, insomuch as all that heard of their name were afraid of them. Also that whom they would help to a kingdom those reign, and whom again they displace. Finally, that they were greatly exalted. Yet for all this, none of them wore a crown, or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby. Moreover, how they had made for themselves a senate house, wherein 320 men sat in the council daily, consulting always for the people, to the end they might be well ordered. And that they committed their government to one man every year, that's how they do today, a president. Back then it was a Caesar, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them. You can go read the rest. Is a good chapter to read. Really, the first and second Maccabees is good. But that's how they were diverse, because they had a senate. They weren't like other kingdoms where they had a monarchy, but they had a king. No, they had a senate, right? Verse 8, and I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, right? Which is this time about America, before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots, which there was the French, the French, the Spanish, and the British. And behold, in this horn were eyes like eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. And this is speaking of America. All right. So going back, Salakia. Revelation 13 and 11. Once again, I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them that which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. Right? That first beast before him was the Roman Empire. Right? And he causeth the earth and them that which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And that word worship, okay, means I was just playing.
Strong's G 4352. Proskuneo.
Proskuneo. It says mean to kiss, like a dog licking his master's hand, to kiss the hand towards one in token of reverence. You see, and you look at the world today, man. All right, they walk at the ways, they walk after the ways of this system. I just want to look at the root word for it. But yeah, they worship this beast, right? And if you let's go here real quick. Now during the time of Nero was around. You look it up. When did Nero rule? Nero ruled the Roman Empire from 54 to 68 A.D. Right, which is way before the time of John the Baptist when he was on the island of Patmos. Right, you look that up. Where's it at? Yeah. Who put John on the island of Patmos? The Roman Emperor Domitian banished the Apostle John to the island of Patmos in 95 A.D. You see? So this couldn't have been during the time of Nero. Because when John was seeing these visions, he was on the island of Patmos. And he was on he got banished by the Roman Domitian, the Roman Emperor Domitian. And Domitian, the Roman Emperor, ruled for 15 years from 81 to 96 CE or AD. Okay? So this couldn't have been during the time of Nero. Because that's how you know they're just making it up as they go along. And I got right here, Understanding the Book of Revelation. This is from PBS. It says the Book of Revelation was written sometime around 96 CE in Asia Minor. The author was probably, it says, Christian from Ephesus, known as John the Elder. According to the book, this John was on the island of Patmos, not far. Wait a minute, give me 1 second. All right. It says, according to the book, this John was on the island of Patmos, not far from the coast of Asia Minor, because of the word of the Most High and the testimony of who the world calls Jesus. His name is Yahushua, Revelation 1 and 10. This has traditionally been taken to mean that he had been exiled there as a martyr for his Israelite faith. Some scholars, however, have suggested that it might have been a regular stop on a preaching circuit. Next, the author says, I was in the Spirit on the Lord's day, and I heard behind me a loud voice like a trumpet. You can go more into that. Okay. So he was on the island of Patmos. All right, when he received those visions, and we received this vision on in Revelation, the 13th chapter, and it was during the time of Nero. Right. So it says, verse 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Let's get Isaiah. Right, they created the atomic bomb. Now they got ICBMs. Right, which is through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. They did this. Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith. Right, that smith, is a artificer that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. See, the Lord put the spirit on these Edomites to create this instrument, this weapon. Right? So it says back in Revelation 13 and 13, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image to the beast, which had the womb by a sword and did live. Right? Now those miracles are, Esau's technology, his science, AI, right? His science, the things that he portrays out in the world that says it's convenient for you, which had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth, that they should make an image. The image is not, just a picture of Caesar Borgia or Jesus Christ, as you want to say. It's the system, the laws, how you say this word, it's the laws, the structure, like like you look at Washington D.C. looks exactly like the Rome, you know, and bread and circuses, the Colosseum, stuff like that, right? They should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. You know, it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as will not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And this word killed, right? The elder Yashawama brought this out. It means to kill in any way, whatever, to destroy, to allow to perish, right? Which they're really going to kill some of us, the elect. They're going to be beheaded, going to be thrown in jail, firing squad, whatever. But you get this root word, right? It means of separation. So you be separated from society if you don't worship this beast system. If you don't take the mark of the beast, which is the RFID hip, which I got a little video. Okay, Salakia. I'll show that. All right, now his name is Charles Walton, former pastor and co-inventor of the RFID hip, says do not take when the time comes. Okay. So
about my involvement in the development of a little microchip implant. And many people have already taken that microchip implant. The news media has talked about it being a good thing. And they will tell you that it's a good thing to have this. Your children won't ever get lost again. They won't be able to give you the wrong medication. You won't be able to lose this thing. And so the plan is underway that you will receive it. I would be remiss if I came to you and didn't tell you that God's word says, don't you take it. No matter how nice they make it sound. Tonight in the Science of Technology, I'm going to be showing you some things. I want you to understand that there is a conditioning that is done in people. The television, I call it a Babylonian idiot box. On the television, you are being conditioned to accept certain things. There is one good thing on television. It is the off knob. Amen. Spend as much time in God's word as you do watching.
Now, like we read in Isaiah 54, the Lord, he put the spirit on this guy to create, the RFID hip. So the Lord is controlling of all things. So this is the Lord's chip that's coming out. But he's using Esau to put it out in the forefront, So the Lord is in control of everything, even our lives. There is no such thing as free will, as the Christians say.
The Babylonian idiot box. And God will speak to you through his word. And so you are being very easily conditioned. I've been in 17 One World meetings. I was in Luxembourg with Henry Kissinger, George Shultz, and Bob Gates in a meeting. It was discussed there about the microchip. I was asked many questions, and I answered those questions. I've also asked God to forgive me for being in those meetings. They said, we'll make them aware of lost children. And so, after that meeting, on paper bags and milk cartons all over the United States, there were pictures of lost.
And that's that peace and safety aspect when they bring this thing out. Right, let's read that. Let's read 1 Thessalonians 5 and verse 3. It says, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. You can track your child, you can track your pet, you can you don't have to worry about carrying around your wallet, your purse, your credit card, your debit card, your ID, none of that. That's still be the safety, the peace and safety aspect of it, because you can prevent fraud and different stuff like that. You don't got to worry about robbery, because you can lose your keys and stuff like that, your car keys, your house key. But you with this little implant, you know how Esau told with this little implant, it can, save you a lot of time. That's what they gonna come with, man. They're gonna deceive a lot of people with it because they're deceivers. They're literally, not literally, but they're the Satan. They're the devil who the Bible speaks of, man. They're literally they're a snake. You know, they're sneaky. So that's how they're gonna catch a lot of people with this thing. So it's not, it has this implant, this mark of the beast has nothing to do with Nero. During the time of Nero, that coin, because when you go into it, let's go back to Revelation 13. All right. At verse 15 again, he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. You're gonna be separated, you're literally gonna be, unalived. And he caused of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, when you watch that video, they actually say the word charagma. Now all the times they went into the mark of the beast, they never really went into the Greek. They didn't look up the Greek. But now they actually said charagma. Go watch, like I said, go watch both videos. They actually said, so you go into the word mark, which they're correct. Which they gotta, starting with the apostles of Great Millstone and the bishops and the elders, they've been going into this for years. Through the spirit Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So it is a charagma. This is a stamp, an imprinted mark. So this is physical. This is a physical thing that's gonna go into your hand or your forehead. It's not something that's spiritual or something that's sin in all its forms. No, this is a physical mark. It says down here, a scratch or etching, i.e. stamp as a badge of servitude. You see, or a sculptured figure, which that's when you sculpture something, when you engrave something, that's physical. Graven mark. You see. So he calls of all, both small and great. That's not talking about nations. They try to throw that in there too, talking about nations. No, it's talking about people. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma, a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, which is going to go into either hand. In Sweden, they do it in their left hand. But, and that no man might buy or sell. That's the point. Buy or sell. Just this word buy and sell. Buy in the Greek is agorazo, to be in the marketplace, to attend it, to do business there, buy or sell. What do you do when you go to the store? Walmart, BJ's, Sam's Club, Safeway, what else? Home Depot. What are you doing there? You're buying. If you got your own business, you're selling. You're selling things. All right. You go to the corner store. You want something to drink. You want a water or a Snicker or a bag of chips. You're buying. In order to buy in that time, you're gonna have that rice grain in your hand, man. So buying, and let's get sell, Shalakia. So buy in the Greek was agorazo. Let's get that word sell. This is to poleo. It means to be busy, to trade, to barter, to sell, sellers. All right. To be busy, to trade, to barter. All right. I.e. sell whatever is sold. So it's literally dealing with buying and selling, man. All right. Verse 17 again, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Right. In the NLT or in other translation, it says NLT, and no one could buy or sell anything without that mark. So without that charagma, you can't get nothing. You ain't getting, yes, and you literally anything. You ain't getting no water, no chicken. All right, beef, turkey. You're not getting none of that. A pizza, a burger, a Snickers, a bag of hot Cheetos. You ain't getting none of that without that mark, man. Okay. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. And he's going to it. All right. This is child-sized stigma in the Greek. All right, 666 is child-sized stigma, right? Let's get the root word. All right, G4742 is stigma. It means what? A mark pricked in or branded upon the body. See? A mark pricked in or branded upon the body, man. To get this word pricked, it says, make a small hole in something with a sharp point, pierce slightly. Let's get this word down here. Strong definition, stigma, to stick, i.e. prick, a mark incised or punched for recognition of ownership. Scar of service. Incise is what? It means mark or decorate an object or surface with a cut or a series of cuts. Incise, cut, or engrave. You know, so this is showing you that it's physical. So it's a physical thing that's gonna go to your hand or your forehead. It has nothing to do with the coin of Nero. Like we got Nero, he ruled from what? Let's go back to it. When did Nero rule? He was born in December 15th, 37 AD, and he died 68 AD. So he ruled, it says Nero reigned from 54 to 68 AD. You see, way before John the Revelator went on the island of Patmos. Okay, so that has nothing, and if it, like I said, even if it was, you know, if it did happen, okay, it happened. But it has nothing to do with the mark of the beast in Revelation 13 and 16. In Revelation 13 and 16 is an actual C-hip. Like you just saw in this video. It's an actual C-hip. Okay? It's going into your hand or your forehead. You know, so if you get fooled by these, if you want to listen to IUIC, go ahead, be our guest. You know, but when that time comes, it's going to shake up a lot of, things, man. And people going to have to answer a lot of questions. You might have to, you know. So, Lord willing, this was edifying to you brothers and your sisters out there. You got some edification out of it. All right. You got a correction, you know, on what, you know, what it really meant. Okay. So, Lord willing, you was edified. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachahak Wadash. And double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone, the teaching rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. And once again, Lord willing, you was edified through the Spirit, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, Lord willing. All right, I'll be back with another video. Till then, I'm going to say, Shalom.